it's Heidi Dulebohn, etiquette expert, and today we are going to take a look at the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial and just have a little discussion. So let's watch a very short clip. This is when Amber Heard says, "I am not punching you, I'm hitting you." Okay, here we go.
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been in a lot of fights. You've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close face.
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit.
Okay, so in this clip, this was uncomfortable for me to watch. Can you imagine being these two parties involved in this? It must be unbearable. It must be unbearable. Body language experts would tell us that Johnny Depp, his shoulders are rounded. He starts closing his eyes a little bit. The etiquette experts would say you should walk in and be confident and full of strength and sit up straight. Yes, well, I think the weight of the stress of this situation has just physically brought him down to these rounded shoulders. And then body language experts will say under times of great stress, your eyes close. You might shake your head, and the eye closing, that means I just don't want to see this. What's in front of me, I need an escape for a moment. And the weight of this stress must be unbearable for both parties, and getting into semantics of hitting and punching, well, what can you do with that? Okay, so let's talk about it from an etiquette standpoint. Where does the etiquette come into this? Well, the etiquette is that through a divorce, it's just always going to be awkward. There are few divorces that it's just all rosy. Very few, right? Okay, so etiquette tells us that if you have a friend getting divorced and you're friends with the couple, be very careful choosing sides. That can backfire. It can put you in a very tough emotional situation. The best you can do is to be a great sounding board. Let the person vent. Offer a strong shoulder and a hug, but just be a good listening so someone can just sort of vent to you. Choosing sides, saying bad things. You should never have married him in the first place. That can really backfire, and you just want to support someone going through this. If you're the person getting divorced, etiquette says save your most bitter, your dirty laundry for your attorney. Okay, in this case, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, that's what that's why they're here. It's a defamation case. There was an op-ed written in the Washington Post, and that's what's brought them to court today. But they did confide in their lawyers that some of this terrible, most bitter comments, and now, because this lawsuit, we are now privy to what happens behind closed doors. And it's that sort of train wreck thing where people just can't look away. It must be just so incredibly stressful for these two people. Again, from an etiquette standpoint, it's about how you comport yourself, right? So you walk into court every day and you're properly dressed and you're on time and you look the part and you speak the part and you are respectful, right? The core of etiquette, right? Respect. Okay, well, in a defamation case, this gets very difficult, but I can say that both parties, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, look very professional. They're walking in. Johnny Depp is sitting here in our clip today with his tie, his suit. He's trying to be the utmost professional and very respectful. There is a moment throughout this trial, this myriad clips people are watching on the internet, that Johnny Depp says, "I was raised to be a Southern gentleman," and I can see bits of that. The way he refers to his ex-wife, it's Ms. Heard. Now, when Amber Heard is testifying, she generally refers to Johnny Depp as Johnny. And it's just a matter of formality. And when you're going through a defamation case like this, you see, well, what's the history? Where did this come from? Well, it has its roots in English law. And back in the 1500s, it started with oral slander, and it went on to the printed word with libel, and it finds its way in the 1700s to the shores of North America, to the colonies, and all the way to the Supreme Court in the 1960s, and where today now we have to balance the interests of reputation with the interests of free speech. It must be an incredibly complicated legal aspect, so we'll leave that up to the legal professionals. But in our case, we can say that this is an most stressful to have your whole most private, intimate moments exposed to the world, to two public figures. The world is watching this, and the amount of stress and how they, I think, are handling themselves in our clip. I think Johnny Depp is doing a very good job from an etiquette standpoint of holding it together as best he can in this particular clip. So what are your thoughts on this? Where do you see etiquette coming into this, in the body language and all the history of defamation? It's a very complex, very stressful, yet very interesting case. So thank you for watching. Love it. If you'd comment, I'd love to hear what you're thinking about this. Thank you, everyone. And as I always say, oh gosh, especially after watching this, okay, please, it's hard, but please, be kind. Thank you.